Hello everyone, welcome to the month of June Tarot. I hope the messages serve you well. Hello Gemini, how are you? So Gemini, I am going to be doing your June 2021 reading. But before I do your reading, just like to say happy solar return Gemini. And I hope that you guys are all going to be very well this month, you know, and especially people that are born in June. Happy birthday and happy solar return. So Gemini, this is a busy month because we are in eclipse season. And the energies, a lot of it is in your first house, okay? But we also have, you know, the eclipses being in your sign as well. So, you know, even like the cards, like the card messages that have come out, there's a lot of energy that is connected to moving forward, pushing forward, earning money, balancing, you know, not looking back as well. But also, I'm getting the sense with a lot of you Geminis in the month of June, your birthday month, that, you know, you're going to be very like really courageous. You know, it's like, because this is like the last eclipse that's going to be in your sign until like the next, let's say, you know, like majorly, like the North Node in your sign until like 18 years, to the next 18 years. So you're really going for it. You're really, you know, making sure that you are doing all what you need to do. So you're going to be very courageous. You know, especially when you have the Knight of Wands card. This is about you being courageous. This is about you, you know, being like that free spirit. You're not going to feel that you're going to have to apologize a lot to a lot of people. And, you know, there may be a feeling that, you know, you are leaving people behind, but you are also leaving your old self behind. You're shedding a skin. You're not wanting to be around anything that's going to be stagnating, holding you back. This is all about the new now. And you may be, and I feel that a lot of you are feeling that if you just don't do this now, then you've just wasted your time. And, you know, I also do feel that a lot of you Geminis are, you know, you've worked pretty hard this past, you know, since like last year. When the solar eclipse, when the North Node went into your sign, it was just like go, go, go. So lots of projects. There was some times that there may have not been any time that you had any downtime. You know, you may have took, I don't know, a couple of hours break, but it wasn't that big downtime that a lot of you needed to have. So now is that time to really, you know, you're going to have to try and get some balance. You know, the balance that you actually seek and that balance you actually want is actually there. But you do need to, you know, there is also an energy that you are having a lot of deep conversations within yourself. You may not be talking to your partner or anyone close to you because you can deal with this yourself. Sorry about that, Gemini. Even my mind went a bit blank. But, you know, so yeah, there's an energy that, you know, you are having, like there's some conversations you're having within yourself. And, you know, but you're all about moving forward this month. You're all about moving forward. You're all about, you know, not making anything distract you. Not making anything, you know, get in your way. You could say, you could actually say that it's a time of, you know, being that person you always wanted to be, you know, be that boss, be that leader in your own way. And because Gemini, you rule the third house, you're all about, you know, learning. So you're actually learning by what you're, you know, whatever you're doing, you're actually learning as well. So, you know, this is about you, you know, this month is all about, you know, being a free spirit, be more of a free spirit, you know, living life to the full and, you know, getting a lot of stuff done, even even if you have to do it by yourself. And, you know, learning and sharing knowledge, you know, not being afraid, even if like what you're learning, you know, even if what you're learning feels really crazy, you know, especially in the first half, you know, especially, you know, in the first half of this week, the Knight of Wands, you know, the first week, should I say, of June, you know, it's a go, go, go time. You know, that energy was obviously there from May, but it's more June. So yeah, even if what you are learning, it feels really crazy, avant-garde, too forward thinking, you're not going to be afraid to speak your truth. Okay, and you have a lot of messages that you want to say to people anyway. You are, you know, I also get the sense that a lot of you may be even more blatant as well, and sort of like not caring, because you know that the world, you know, like the world around you has definitely changed, and you know you're picking up different energies, you're picking up different synchronicities around what you've learned. You know, you're all about you're constantly learning. Even when you're sleeping, you're constantly learning. So if you are like meeting up with like your friends in a group, or even like strangers, you're going to be always teaching people. You're going to be not only teaching, but you're also going to be learning a lot from people around you. Okay, so you know, so that's what it's all about, you know. So, but also, you know, you have the, you know, especially in the first week, you have the second opinion card. And the second opinion card is whatever you are going to be, you know, moving forward with or pursuing, you do need a second opinion, because you can't, not you can't, but especially like nowadays in life, especially the, you know, with social media so rampant, whatever you're writing, speaking, especially we have the Mercury retrograde in your sign until like the nearly the ending of June. You're going to have to make sure that you get a second opinion on things, going over things. It could be anything. It could be like, you know, test results that you need. It's all about getting a second opinion and not rushing, because you are going to be rushing a lot. Yeah. And you know, I feel that a lot of you could make a lot of mistakes, and unless you just get a second opinion. You know, the card message is also saying, you know, it's about guiding you. This is a guide to, you know, not moving, you know, moving forward, but also trying to be as careful as we can, and you know, checking our facts, because I feel that, you know, in the beginning of June, the first week, because the energy is going to be so crazy, because we're in like the lunar eclipse in your opposite sign of Sagittarius. That's when, you know, you may feel that you have no time to stop. And it's not physically, I feel mentally, not time to stop. So, you know, I do feel a lot of you are doing lots of like more writing, more, you know, lots of work that's connected to like, you know, especially writing. I feel a lot of you writing and speaking more, communicating more. And, you know, when you are sending things, it's just going to be very quick. It's not going to be any time to check, because you need to move on to the next thing. So it is about you like having, you know, rechecking things, you know, getting a second opinion on things, instead of like telling people what we know. Or, you know, even if you're learning something from someone, get a second opinion, because you don't want to run with what someone said or what you've learned and it comes out that is false, especially, you know, because we are in Mercury retrograde, and also, you know, Neptune's involved, so it can be very deceitful. So it's important that you're going to be needing a second opinion on everything. Okay, the second week of June, this is mostly to do with you. You know, you not only are you moving ahead with your like your goals and dreams as well. I feel that, you know, when it comes to, you know, when it comes to you being, you know, doing what you have to do, because I do feel there's some, you know, there's some things that are going to be wrapped up in your life as well. So you're going to be needing alone time, you know, and this could be in anything. I feel this may be to do with a relationship. I feel this may be to a relationship, whether it's you or your partner, it's about moving forward. And, the second week is also, eclipse week. The eclipse is going to be in your sign. So when we have eclipses, things can be eclipsed out of our lives. So we have, the second week of June, we have you, I feel that there's an energy of you, not only moving towards your goals or moving towards life, but you're moving away from a situation that sort of no longer serves you as well. And, you got the Six of Swords cards. And this is about, the Six of Swords is about, moving forward, not looking back. There's going to be a lot of life changing. Whatever you're moving towards or not looking back on, it's going to be more life changing to you. And I do feel that you are very sad about the situation that's happened, because, I feel that you've been with your partner for a very long time. And, but it's just not really working. You've probably, there has been a lots of communication happening, but it's not, it's just not really working. And I'm sensing an energy of a lot of you. Some of you Geminis are, on one hand, maybe you're the twins. On one hand, you are, you're moving forward and not looking back, and it's very sudden. But on the other hand, it's quite like a coldness as well. But on the other hand, I do feel that, you are moving forward, trying not to look back, but you feel very, sentimental about the past. So, but I do feel that because there has been a big shift, and this shift has been bubbling for a very long time. So the second week will actually show you what needs to come out of your life, whether you've initiated it or whether your partner's initiated it. And this could also be to do with a job as well. This could also be this could be a journey, but I do feel it is a relationship that you're moving on from, or you're trying to move on from. And there are some legal things that have to be dealt with as well, like moving stuff, because like I said, I feel that a lot of you have been together for a very long time. So there's lots of joint finances. When you're in a relationship for a long time, you go into one sometimes. So there's like legal stuff that needs to be dealt with, but you are sort of ready now to, there's two types of Geminis. There's one that is definitely just ready just to move on, but the other side is, yes, I want to move on, but still I want to hold on to something. So, it is, when you move on, deep down, it's the right thing to do, regardless of how you feel. It's definitely the right thing to do. The world is open to you. There's newness coming to you. Some of you could be, Venus is in your sign as well. So some of you are probably seeking like a new way, a new relationship, with someone that's very, quite a little bit like you, someone that is not really hard to read, someone that's very open, someone that you see as a friend. And some of you are not really waiting for a relationship. You're just concentrating on your goals where you're moving forward. So, it's the second week does seem pretty emotional, even if you guys may not feel it. It's an emotional, when you break from someone, it's very emotional. And, I do feel a lot of you have to be very mindful that you don't feel like emotional towards it, because that can actually bring stagnated energy within you in the long run, So, you got the cards here, and it's about, Jesus, the divine healer. So it's about, this is to do with healing. This is to do with healing. So not only are you moving away, you do need to heal, Gemini. You do need to heal when you move on from something. So this could be you doing any type of healing that is, I don't know, like a cleansing bath. Lots of breath work. I talk a lot about breath work with a lot of you with Geminis, but lots of deep breathing, because some of you could actually get quite anxious this month as well. Not only is new beginnings happening, there's a high anxiety feeling as well. So, and sometimes when we are anxious, yeah, I feel some of you Geminis, when you are anxious, is because you're not really opening up properly, like emotionally. You like to just stay in the head, but the emotions are really buried down. So the second week of June is about you healing from something that has left your life, or something that you have left. You have to heal, you have to grieve also. The second week, and I feel that it is going to be during, it may be on the day of eclipse, or it may be before, or even after. So the second week is going to be a lot to do with you healing from something that has broken. Then we come to the third week of June. So, it's like a little story for you Geminis. And, once we, especially when we heal, because, things are going your way, the way you sort of envisioned it, because you're the great manifester in the mind. So we have a lot of you are going to be, not only are you going to be working with where you need to go in life, but also having time by yourself, having time to sort of rest, having time to, think about things, think about life, because I need to look back to see if you're going to have another, I don't think you're going to have another eclipse in your sign, and also the North Node is not coming to the next 18 years. So this is all to do with you, thinking how far you've actually come, okay? And, thinking about, there can also be a lot of energy and a lot of thoughts when it comes to your finances. But you are going to be, I do feel that a lot of you have come a very long way, and, how life has been to you, especially from last year. Because I say last year because I do feel there's a lot of last year energies that's coming. And also, we have, Neptune in your, we have Jupiter that's actually squaring you. And we have like Neptune, they're both in your 10th house. So this is, not only is it about your career and your earning potential, it's about, solitude as well. Thinking about how we're going to pursue ourselves forward. How am I showing myself to the world? Is my status on point? Or do I think that it is? And how I'm projecting myself, is it real or is it just fake? So, we come to like the Nine of Pentacles as well. And the Nine of Pentacles, this is a time that, when it comes to, you're going to be, the third week, there's lots of energy and lots of thoughts that's not only connected to money, but also connecting to, how far you've come, but connecting to your heart as well. And also how you're viewing your self-worth as well, how you viewing, yourself to the outside world. But also, you may even shock yourself by being alone a lot more, during this time. Yeah, I feel that a lot of you are going to be quite shocked that you're going to, and I don't think it's going to be people not wanting to be around you. You just need that time to be alone. You also need that time to see, like, especially when it comes to like love and creativity and finances, how you are. If you are feeling lonely, look at it as, am I doing this? Is it because I want it, or is it because people don't want to be around me? Or, how am I communicating with people? How am I projecting myself? Am I connecting? So the third week does seem pretty emotional. The second week is more to do with you releasing something, walking away. But also the third week is sort of like that, you're in that grieving process, but you are actually connecting yourself to when it comes to like your self-worth and your love. So, you have the card that says during the third week about unconditional joy. And it's about you appreciating everything that makes you happy right now. So instead of chasing, because you could be, especially when you're alone, in solitude, should I say, you could be there could be an energy of you chasing something else when it comes to like, money or, love or, something to do, something financial. But also it's about you being grateful for what you actually have as well. If you feel that you don't have enough, you need to ask yourself why you don't feel you have enough. If you are by yourself, when you are in solitude as well, and you're, lots of, you have coming up with lots of ideas on what you need to get more of or how to build, then the questions also will have to be, I've got enough, so why do I need more, and why do I constantly keep wanting to build? It's about being grateful for what you have, unconditional joy, but also having unconditional joy for yourself as well. And sometimes I feel some of you Geminis can actually forget that, because sometimes, a lot of times, you're in your head, you can forget to ground, like be earthy, and also connect more to your heart. Then we have the fourth week of the last week of June. And so, I feel that once I feel that the last week of June will be, for a lot of you, is to do with, balancing, what's happened, but also, moving back, moving forward, job, creativity. I feel that a lot of you can actually come to a bit of a conclusion of what needs to be here. Okay. And this is about you, this is about, we have the Two of Pentacles, and this is about, balancing, but also there could also be a lot, there's an energy that is going to be very busy towards the end as well, because it starts busy in the beginning and it sort of like slows down, but towards the end it gets more busy. So you're going to have to like do things a little bit differently. This is about flexibility as well. And I feel that love can actually sort of enter your life now, but this could also be a love of you appreciating a new side of yourself that you always had. You could also be feeling, you yourself could also feeling a little bit differently now. But also, this, the last week is about committing things to that you actually love, not spreading yourself too thin, committing to what you really love, but also committing to something, even if you've got like 10 things going on at once, you need to commit to 2, because you don't want to burn out. Okay. And because when we have the eclipse going on, especially when it hits your first house, it could be very dread, the burnout. It could also be very karmatic as well, because especially you have the North Node in your sign. So there may be not a warning, but it's more to do with you. You're going to be, there's going to be a lot of business, a lot of juggling. This could be to do with love coming into your life as well, or something you've actually loved. Yeah. But then things can get really crazy. So this month for you is definitely about learning how to juggle, but learning how to balance, learning how to like concentrate on just one thing. Okay. And, planning is really important as well towards the end of the month. The last week of the month, there's a lot of plans that are going to be going on, but you yourself will have to like juggle and plan and try to be as precise as you can as well. And also, once you know what to do, then things will start to go to plan, but you have to sort of like be ready to, sit down and do that sort of drawing work, to be really serious. Because, if you do too much things at the same time and you believe that you can, that's when things just go really crazy. Even if you have a lot of opportunities that actually come to you, a lot of you Geminis this month, pick the things that you actually feel for or think for more. Those are the ones, but not getting all at the same time, because you can burn out. The card that you have, especially for the last week, is meditation card. So it's about you, try to be as still when you can. And, to meditate is about, meditating so it can just like calm your mind, calm your body. And also, this can also not only keep you healthy, but it can also make you focus. You know, you'll be able to focus more on what's more important than what needs to actually be done. You know, because I do hear cha-ching, you know, money, a lot of money coming forward. I don't think a lot of you, you know, or some of you I do feel are really chasing the coin, but some of you just get the coin anyway. And, you know, it's not of importance. What's more important is like the projects, the multiple projects that you're actually doing. Okay. And, you know, we have this square that's going to be happening in your 9th and 12th house. So this is to do with your, you know, your higher beliefs and your spirituality. So spirituality is going to be playing very high. You know, your beliefs are actually expanding at the moment, but you know, there's a sense that there needs to be some grounding that actually has to happen to a lot of you Geminis as well. So ground as much as you can, especially towards the end of the month, because this month is about wrapping up things, but it's also, you know, opportunities come in. But also it's to do with you, you know, balancing what needs to come first, what you actually love, you know, but also meditating, grounding as much as you can. So Gemini, that was your June 2021 reading. It's pretty life-changing. I hope you enjoyed this reading. You know, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to, you know, you know, Empath Butterflies Tarot, who does readings on the signs, the tarot signs, tarot cards, but the signs general and love. And check out Nata for Days, who interviews people on how they're getting on during the pandemic. So Gemini, have a lovely month. Like I said, it's very life-changing. You know, feel free to like comment on how the month went for you, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.